Yo, what's up? We are now sitting in a Hongxi EHS9 Exclusive Plus. This is a Chinese car, you know, the red flag, but it's a dictator's car from China. And it has 120 kilowatt hour battery. It's freaking humongous battery. Yeah, and I'm on my way to Yale now. Look at that. It's almost 1 at night and it is so bright. Oh, look at these headlights. Damn, they're good. Oh, good spread, good strength. Wow. No wonder why the Germans are shaking. But okay, so today I want to talk about the shitty auto steer in Chinese cars. No, I'm just kidding. I want to talk about that EU tariff that people have been talking about. What the heck is it? I don't even know what the heck they are talking about. People keep bugging me in the comment section about this. So I had to Google a bit and I read some articles and okay, yeah, I heard about this, that supposedly Chinese car manufacturers, they are subsidized by the Chinese government. And yeah, and then the German car manufacturers, they were like, wah, unfair. Yeah, so that means that Chinese cars, they will appear to be cheaper in, for example, European market versus the German cars or the French cars, the Stellantis or whatever, right? So yeah, someone investigated this and found out about this. So to compensate for this, to make competition fair, EU, they will then put tax on Chinese cars. I wonder what will happen with Norway, because Norway is not part of EU, but we tend to still follow many of the EU directives. So even though we are not part of EU, we don't use euro even, but many things, I mean, it is like EU. Okay, whatever. But okay, enough about Norway. But back, oh, sorry for the, yeah, it's not that yellow around here. It's just the white balance is a bit off right now. If you hear some weird bing bong in the background, it's just the really shitty auto steer in this Hongxi. It is doing one of the worst jobs ever. Sorry. At least they tuned down the noise and the bing bong level, but it just, it's okay, whatever. Back to the whole tariff. So supposedly it depends which brand it is, how much they get taxed. Supposedly, what was it again? MG, they get the highest taxation because they get the highest subsidies from the China state. But it's just like I scratched your back, you scratch mine, right? So MG or the Chinese brands, car brands, they probably gives benefit to the Chinese government. I guess because they have to pay tax when they do shit, right? I also heard that, yeah, some Chinese brands, they also got some free land. But wait, but isn't that good that China is promoting EVs and that they're actually going for China? I mean, for EVs, if they can get some help to build factories to build more electric cars, and that benefits the whole world, right? Unlike Japan, they're like, oh, no, we are against EVs. We just want to go for fossil, or we're gonna hydrogen is the future. Yeah. No, but I'm not trying to defend Chinese government or anything like that. You know, I'm half Chinese. Yes, that's true. But I don't really feel that Chinese. I don't even know Chinese. Yeah, my dad is Chinese, but that's pretty much it. Oh, it is. Huh? It is that bright outside. Holy macaroni! Look at this. You're gonna love the Nordic summers, man. Yeah. So, what do I think about it? And you guys know the story, right? Well, first of all, I have to tell you that it's not unique in a way. I mean, we already have EU tax. No, how is this again? We have tax on cars that are not manufactured in the EU. So Tesla, initially, they were not manufactured in the EU. So then from Fremont, they have a tax on it. But then, fortunately, they have an insider. Yeah, Giga Berlin. Suddenly, they're pumping out Giga Berlin cars within Europe, but I think in Norway, Norwegians, they might get Fremont cars because they are not affected by it. But So I mean, why is there even a tax on why do we have tax on the Fremont cars then, and Fremont Teslas? Well, isn't that to protect the German car industry, right? So, okay, and the same shit actually happens in Thailand. You guys probably know this, or you might know it because you might not care too much. You don't give a shit about what's going on in Thailand. Well, okay, you don't need to know much about Thailand, but all I can tell is that over there, they're also protecting China, which is the buddy. You know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So Thailand and China, they seem to want to be good friends, and they want to have a good trade between them. And I think the Thai government is benefiting from China and vice versa. So over there, you know, I talked about this before. Like there's a vehicle tax. So if you want an EV that comes from Germany, for example, you have to pay 80% tax, and this is complicated. It's like a tax, and there is a excise tax or some shit or some whatever, and I don't remember, man. But basically, what it means is that a fat e-tron that is manufactured in, wait, is that in Ghent? Okay, but whatever. Okay, a Volkswagen. Let's say a Volkswagen that is manufactured in Deutschland will get roughly 100% tax total. It will cost twice as much. So that means that for Thai people, buying a German manufactured car is madness. It's just for rich people. But fat e-tron might be for rich people in Thailand, but in Norway, fat e-tron is quite common for normal families. And also, fat e-tron in Norway, they are offered in the 50, the e-tron 50, you know, with smaller battery and so on. But in Thailand, they seem to have limited the configuration, and like the models over there, they are way less available or whatever. There might be only one trim, and like you know, like Leaf in Thailand. The Ford, first of all, they only offered 40 Leaf, not 62 Leaf that we have over here, and they only offer them in one trim and one color, and it's even in the shitty downgraded trim. I don't remember what they included. But I was like, huh? There's no Pro Pilot? The fucks? There's the. You guys remember it when I did the Rapid Gate test with the Leaf, man? It's like the shittiest Leaf trim ever I tested. But okay, about that. So, but it's weird because in Thailand, the rest of the world, like German cars, French cars, whatever, and like American cars, they get that tax, and they become twice as expensive. But then Japan doesn't get 80% extra tax. They get only, I think it was 30% tax. I don't remember. And then Korea get 20%, or maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember. What? So it means that Thailand, they like Korea better than Japan, or the other way. But they like Chinese the most, right? Yeah, because they benefit from each other. So it's really weird, man, like a fucked up system. And what it means in the Thai EV market is that you can go to something called EVAT. It's called, I think it was EVAT, EV Association Thailand. Yeah, if you search for EVAT and then EV Thailand something, you'll find that. And then you switch to English, and then in the menu there's something. There's a menu about EV situation today, and there's a big PDF file. You have to zoom in. There are lots of there's a picture of every EV available in Thailand. The fat e-tron is represented there. EQS also, Tesla, and then suddenly you will notice that there's a bunch of Thai manufactured EV, kind of shitty, but cheap, because made in Thailand stuff, sold in Thailand, doesn't get any import tax. But also a bunch of Chinese cars that you haven't heard about, like Deepal. Have you heard about Deepal? You want to go in a Deepal? Or Volt, or I don't remember all the other. It's Neta, you know, like. So then Thailand is then flooded with, well, I wouldn't say flooded, but Thai people, they have no choice. They can't just go and buy an ID3. It would be too expensive over there. So then they are just stuck with the freaking Chinese cars. And I'm not hating on Chinese cars, but many Chinese cars, they're not that great. And they still have very annoying auto steer and software and bugs and shit. But competition is healthy, competition is good. But in Thailand, most people, they just go for Chinese cars because they have no other choice. And that's what might happen at some extent in Europe, because with the tax, I feel like the Chinese brands you buy, you can get now today before the tax, it's fair. I mean, it's not, I mean, okay, you can say, no, it's not fair. No, but I mean, okay, you get actually a good car for the money, right? I would personally not buy a Chinese car in Norway, but in Thailand I might have to do it one day because I don't want to waste too much money, right? But Chinese cars, they, in my opinion, they still have lots of flaws. Software is messy, super clumsy, bad translation, no big deal really, like lost in translation. Really shitty auto steer and bing bongs. And in general, at least I'm kind of annoyed that there's no trip meter. And even this Hongxi I'm driving now doesn't show outside temperature. What the heck, man? So in my opinion, okay, you pay the lower price for a Chinese car, but just know that you are missing out on some features or whatever. So in a way, I think it's fine, before the tax thingy. But now, if after they apply the tax, then it's a no-brainer. Why the heck would you be bothered by a buggy software, or and you have to pay the same or more for a Chinese car versus a German car or Stellantis or whatever, right? So that's my opinion about this. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I know that they do this to compensate for the unfair competition, but in a way, I feel like it's going to be partly similar to what Thailand is doing. But of course, Thailand, that's pretty bad. Yeah. I think the government, they don't give a shit about the people. They just want to benefit their own, high up in the system there. Okay, so what it actually means for Thailand is that the development of EV over there is slowed down by the freaking stupid tax system. I would love to see German brands, the MEB cars like ID3, Skoda Enyaq, and like Q4 e-tron. They are perfect for Thai people to drive around with. Or Stellantis cars even. They might not have that big battery, but in Thailand, you get insanely good efficiency in Thailand because it's so nice and warm over there. Yeah, you might think, oh no, but then you have to run the air conditioning more. No, yeah, true, but okay, if you're stationary a lot, yeah, but as long as you're moving, I have discovered this, that even the rapid gating Leaf, the Leaf became super efficient when it was 35 degrees Celsius outside. Now, one thing you have to note is that in Thailand, everyone in the model, they tint all windows, front, rear, back, side, everything, and that of course makes a noticeable difference, because you then get the benefit from hot dry weather maybe, or whatever, and lower drag, but you don't take too much penalty on increased HVAC consumption, right? So, okay, what I'm saying is that even Stellantis cars with 53 kilowatt-hour batteries will work great in Thailand, and the Thai charging network is getting better and better. But the development is being crippled by the stupid tax system, so that consumers, they'll be like, if they don't feel like driving around with a driving around with Chinese cars, then there are not many German or French brands out there. Yeah, and same in Europe. There are people who are not that fortunate with lots of money, and they cannot buy the best cars that might cost more. And they, like I've seen in Norway, many people, they buy MG because they are affordable, and it's good bang for the bucks, but it's not a superb car, But everything helps. That means that we get more, like that one person who bought that MG ZS EV in Norway, if he couldn't afford that Chinese car, he might still have been driving around with a fossil car. So it helps the environment that we buy more EVs and introduce cheaper EVs, So yeah, that's my claim. You guys can disagree with me. It's totally fair to disagree with me, but my claim is that EU, they are just trying to protect their own industry, like Germany and France or whatever, and they basically slow down the EV transition. But again, please enlighten me. There's probably a bunch of information I don't know about what the heck is going on with China and the government and the car industry and how smutsig it is they are doing it. Yeah, but to me, okay, I talked about this before, what I think about Chinese cars. Like I said, I wouldn't consider, in general, there's a really low chance I would buy a Chinese car in Europe, because I would stretch the extra, 10% cost to get a German car or a Tesla or, something. But yeah, I forgot to mention Tesla. Tesla got a nice foot inside because they have Giga Shanghai. So Thailand gets the Teslas from Giga Shanghai, and since it's from China, then suddenly you pay way lower tax, or maybe almost no tax. And also in Thailand, Mercedes started assembling EQS. Initially, EQS was shipped from Europe, finished, and that became very expensive. But now that they assemble EQS in Thailand, they can avoid lots of tax. But they still take the nice premium price for the EQS over there. But you see, Thailand, they are trying to protect their own industry. They're trying to encourage businesses to establish production or whatever, in their own country, which is fair and square. Of course, you want to protect your own business or your own country. And I think that's also the case for EU. But then we cripple the EV transition, right? So what is most important? For us to try to save the planet, or to save your own wallet, or to benefit from your own, I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm just Bjørn, get off your high horse, Well, I'm not on the high horse anymore. I'm kind of poor. Yeah, despite that I have a big ass house, yes, I know, but yeah, I can't even afford my own car. Yeah. Wait, what is that again? Michael learns to rock. And I'm not an actor, I'm not a star, and I don't even own my own car. But if yeah. So then there was silence when Teslabjorn tried to sing. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't sing. I prefer reviewing cars instead and making videos. Yeah. But okay, there's a lot of things I could say about Chinese cars, but some brands, some brands are good, like Xpeng G3. What used to be, that was a shitty car, man. I tried it. I was like, Chademo, they didn't try hard enough. Even the P7, the old P7 was thirsty. It looked nice, but it was not very practical. The headrest was too big. The car was thirsty and was charging slow. So they improved it, and they brought out G9, And now G6s, I tried it now. It drives incredibly well, and I'm like, damn, Tesla should be worried here. There's no doubt. I mean, they're not gonna kill Tesla, but the G6 will take a chunk of the Model Y sales. That's for sure. Well, until now, maybe, or until the tax comes, and then Dankeschön, yeah. Elon will, oh, thank you, Deutschland. Yeah, we love you. Ich liebe Deutschland. Right? So, but and also and also fortunately more and more car manufacturers they try to adapt to the European market. So even this Hongqi, you guys barely hear the bing bongs when the car bugs me about shit, but it still fails to do basic auto steer in these roads. Like a Tesla, an EQS, an EQA, for example, a poor man's Mercedes, or I don't know. I have to try to find some cheap cars, cheap European. Many affordable European cars, they can do auto steer, no problem. They don't bing bong at you. They actually have a nice infotainment, you know, and so on. So, but there's one thing maybe you want to be worried about with the Chinese is that they seem to adapt quickly. Just look at XPeng. XPeng is quite young company. They are around 10 years old as a automobile. Whoa, the headlights are really good. Damn. As an automobile company, that is very young. It's like a baby compared to Mercedes and BMW, right? But they have gotten so far already. They have figured out somehow to make the cooling better. The HVAC, I mean the cooling system in the battery. They designed the battery better so that they can charge way faster. And they have improved the ride quality, the noise level, and the interior feel quality is like, it is incredibly good. Like for example, XPeng G9 or G6 or NIO. NIO was also damn good cars, man. Fast, yeah. Like, did I mention fast? Like most NIOs, they can outrun many Mercedes and BMW and Audis out there. It's almost laughable how slow the German cars are compared to NIO, right? And sound levels also, they are incredibly quiet. And also the interior just looks nice and slick and good feel when you touch the panels and the door closing sound, and yeah. And also they're getting more and more efficient also. And that's also something I tested and found out. So there are many reasons for the German car industry to be afraid of the competition from the Chinese, because they are adapting and improving so fast. But they are still not perfect. Like this freaking Hongqi, man. Oh, they haven't fixed this yet. The auto steer annoying shit. And the navigation is a disaster, man. It's so annoying to just pan. Like when you click to pan on the map, suddenly you just click somewhere on the map and then it brings up that location and pops up a side. Wait, how is this again? Yeah, it's like super annoying to use. And then when I just search for something basic like Shell Espa, I can't find it. It will find somewhere in Spain instead. I had to search for Bolleland, then it might find it. So yeah. And what else is it with the Chinese cars? Yeah, I don't remember right now, but I had many good points about why I don't like Chinese cars. Yeah, and also in general, Chinese cars, they have quite poor headlights. Yeah, like some of the best Chinese cars, like this Hongqi has some of the best headlights I've seen. It's like on par with average German cars headlights, you know. The ID3 headlights, they are way better. They are adaptive. They even turn in the curves, you know. Matrix lights and shit. Polestar, you know. So yeah, oh, the Polestar is Chinese, right? Oh, okay, yeah. But okay, but they're adapting. They are improving so fast. So you know what the Chinese could probably do is that they are already beating the Germans in their own home turf. So eventually they will just, okay, whatever, they can still produce the cars in big quantities, and they make the cars better, and they make them cheaper maybe, and even with the tax penalty it will still be on par with Western cars. So then is it gonna be game over? No, I don't think so, because I still feel like the German cars, they in my opinion, they work better. They just run smoother. They don't have any stupid shit. Like, speaking of stupid shit, man, what's up with that screen in the Hongxi? That the passenger side has a big ass screen. Nobody uses it. I never seen wifey care about touching that screen. It's just waste of money and space and electronics and weight and price, of course. Yeah, okay, I never mentioned that. And also, what was that car again? Another Chinese car. I don't remember right now. What way was it? What were? Oh man, how can I forget that name? But okay, whatever. It is another Chinese car where the dashboard can raise and lower. You know, like what is the point? Voya free, yeah. What is the point to have the, like, you put it in sport mode, the dashboard will lower or some shit like that, you know, as you can see the over. Just design the dashboard so it's not in the way then. It's like a useless gimmick, really, a totally useless gimmick. Just focus on making your damn auto stay work better, yeah. Or improve the soundproofing or the suspension or the ride, and stop making front wheel drive EVs. Make rear wheel drive and all wheel drives, you know. Free up some space. Don't make a big ass front. I mean, front that doesn't have a frunk and some shit like that. You know. So, but it seems like some Chinese brands, they are stubborn. I talked to Xpeng. No, yeah, I talked to Xpeng during the Xpeng event. I talked to one of the Xpeng guys, and he could tell me that the boss of Xpeng, what's his name again? Liam? No, wait, Lee. Wait, no, it was his name again. Man, I'm so bad at names on different companies. Wait, was that William Lee? Was that the name? Or was that Neo? Maybe I'm mixing up. But okay, whatever. The boss of Xpeng, he was so damn stubborn with the G3 that he managed to get that alien camera. You know what I mean? That camera on top of the G3. It was useless. It was a freaking useless gimmick, man. You know what I talk about, right? There's a camera that you can raise up and you can take some photos and videos and shit with it. But it was useless because he wanted it. Yeah. But is that important that the CEO wanted it? I guess it is, right? Because Elon wanted the Falcon wing doors, but at least many people, they like the Falcon wing doors, and yeah. For many years, people bought Model X because of the Falcon wing doors, but eventually nowadays I feel like, yeah, I mean, how great are the Model X doors? Tesla has lost its edge over there because there's too many big SUVs in that price. I mean, that size range now. So. But Tesla probably realized that they just gave up on that. They were milking Model X while it was worth it. But nowadays they just focus on Model 3 and Model Y. That's where the money is. Model X just becomes a nice flagship for some people, or more like a show off what is possible, right? Wow, these headlights are so great, man. So yeah, but okay, but there are also some really shitty brands, Chinese brands out there. For example, Maxus, man. Holy crap, Maxus. Like that pickup truck I tried. Oh, it's like the most bare bone pickup truck ever compared to Lightning. Yeah, like Lightning and Cybertruck and Rivian. They are just so much better. Like the Maxus is like a. How can you even call that shit? Pickup truck? It doesn't even have all-wheel drive, and the ride is horrible, and the infotainment is shitty, and the car doesn't even have cruise control. It doesn't have dumb cruise control, but no problem, because all you need to do is just floor it, and it maxes at 120 kilometers per hour. And then the error is so big, so you're cruising at 115 kilometers per hour on the GPS speed. Yeah, that's Maxus. But they are getting better. Also, the Maxus E-Deliver 3 was so noisy, and same there, really basic. And the heater is like, you want to have sauna, heater is basically just on and off. There is no temperature control there. You can blast in, I don't know how powerful it is, like feels like 3 kilowatt of cabin heater, bam, or you can turn it off. Yeah, but they made a new E-Deliver now. I don't remember what the name was, and it looks nicer, it looks more modern. And also the Maxus Ioniq. Yeah, also Ioniq 5 was quite bad. I don't remember what the problem with that one. It was bad ride and noisy and whatever. Probably also slow charging. But they improve it supposedly. I need to try the new one. But you see, I'm not a Chinese car hater. No. But I'm also not paid by the Chinese brands to promote any Chinese, because I don't know what the heck is wrong with the haters, man. They're freaking noobs. Like every time I say something nice about Chinese cars, something like I like the BYD Seal and the Seal U, and now also I'm testing Seal. They are actually nice cars. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But I have been in the BYD E6. I'm like, damn, what the heck is this shit? It's thirsty, has a relatively big battery. It was not premium at all. I never tried to drive it, but I could imagine it was probably also shitty drive and ride and quality. But they have improved, and the BYD Seal performance, the overdrive I try nowadays, it is incredibly good. It has the ride quality like a Highland or a BMW i4. I'm like, damn, the Germans should be worried, man. You better put that tax on it right away, or you're gonna die. No, okay, I'm not gonna die. I'm just kidding. There will always be people who want to support the German car industry, but like, when I find something nice, when I test something nice, I give them thumbs up. I don't hate on anyone. I don't hate on any brands. You know, I was not paid by anyone to make a brand stand out or to talk shit about the brand. I'm just being honest. Yeah, the same, for example, Lexus UX300E, shitty car, man. Overpriced CHAdeMO, noisy, shitty infotainment. Like, why the heck would you buy that shit, man? But then the Lexus RZ 450E, that was incredible. The stereo, the Mark Levinson stereo, is sound incredibly well. Good soundproofing, way better layout on things, and what else is again? Also more space than the Toyota. So, yeah, I'm just being honest. That's the bottom line. But okay, that kind of slid off the whole thing a bit. And now I'm at Yellow, so I'm just gonna stop here and shoot some video, and then I'll stop digging around and go back home. But maybe I should at least shoot all the way until we stop at Yellow. But yeah, so about the whole EU thing, well, not sure what else to say. There's not much I can do about the whole taxation there. But on the other hand, is it bothering me? No, to be honest, I don't give a shit, because I don't I don't get paid by the Chinese car manufacturers. I wish I could be paid by them. I would like to get some money. Two, I'm not considering a Chinese car. It's not like I don't like them. It's just that I would probably buy a Tesla or a German brand instead. Yeah, and also this is also something about the personal preference, because the situation today is that if I would buy an EV, we have a 2-year-old daughter and a toddler. No, it's a 2-year-old daughter and a baby, a 1-month baby, which means that for practical reason, I want to have I want to have the 2-year-old daughter in the front seat, yeah, Isabel. And the German brands, MEB cars, they have Isofix in the front. Or I could go for a Volvo, but I'm not, I don't like the EX30 that much, you know, and it's kind of small-ish. But then MEB cars, they would work, absolutely, and they're not that expensive also, and like a second-hand ID4 with, yeah, good space in the back. But suddenly, BYD Seal, or BYD, yeah, Seal and Seal U, and also Dolphin, they also have Isofix in the front. I'm like, But I'll probably just buy a second-hand German car instead, because I would be so annoyed with the Chinese software. But you see, that bothers me, because that's my priorities. But I remember my neighbor's dad, first he considered an EQS. I was like, damn, EQS, you must have money. Well, and then after a while, he went ahead and bought a BYD Han. I'm like, huh? What happened to the EQS? He's like, oh, but he found that the Han was nice. I'm like, dude, the Han has super annoying auto steer. And there's also a lot of other stuff that would drive me nuts with the Han. But he was so happy. Yeah, the Han also had this bouncy ride over bumps and shit. But it didn't bother him. Probably because he never uses auto steer anyway. So I'm like, okay, people have their own priorities. So then, so be it. So yeah, I'm just gonna end here at Circle K. I just have to place myself somewhere and shoot a thumbnail. Yeah, let me do a bad parking. Yeah, how about that? Let me make the thumbnail. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it, the end of the rant. And now I'll bring out the popcorn and start reading the comment section. So that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.